In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get nice looking eyebrows. So if you've overplucked your eyebrows like I have, then you're going to want to fill them in. So we actually have this product. This is the Clear Brow Styling Gel. So Mary Kay recommends going over your eyebrows with this. It's like clear mascara first, but as you can maybe see, I have really long eyebrows, so that doesn't work as well for me. So I'm using this tool. This is the eyebrow eyeliner tool with the spoolie on the end. But before I do that, I want to go over another tip. If you happen to have oily skin and you have problems with your eyebrow pencil sticking, don't get this in your eyes. Just go over your eyebrows and then use a tissue to dry it off. And now you shouldn't have any problems with that eyebrow pencil sticking. I have problems with my little widow's peak right here. The little hairs just keep falling down in my face. Anyway, so I'm going to start with the spoolie. And I'm going to start with my right eyebrow, and I'm going to comb it up. You want to go up and to the right. And I don't want to forget to mention this. It's important that you do something with your brows if they don't already look good, because brows frame your face. Great brow frames your face. So in order to make sure your brows look nice, you want to take your brow, any kind of pencil like this. This is the brow pencil. Put it up beside your nose, and where it intersects with your brow bone, that's where your eyebrow should start. Mine already does. And then you want to turn it, I'm going to look straight ahead, so that it goes across my pupil, and then where it intersects my brow, that should be where the arch is, and it already is. And then turn it so that it lines up with the end of your eye, and that's where your brow should end. So mine just barely does, but I can see what I need to do. So when you go to pick a brow color, now if your brows, let's say that you have blonde hair and your brows just don't show up, but they look great, you've never plucked them, use the brow tint, which we have, but that's not my problem. So I'm going to use the Precision Brow Pencil. It's called Brow Liner. It's not a pencil. It's a mechanical pencil. And the color that actually matches my hair best is called Brunette, but I like my eyebrows to look a little bit lighter, so I'm using the dark blonde. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here and draw a line. And you can see how this kind of goes at an angle really quickly. I don't like that, and I would like to try to fix that, but I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm going to stop right now because I've already outlined this part. And I'm going to actually hold my arm to make it more stable. And then I'm going to go to the edge, to the tail of my brow, if that little hair will stay out of the way. And go a little bit outside of this because I'm trying to make the tail thicker. Then when I get to the arch, that's the hard part to line, to get the line right. Then I'm going to try to just make a connection to the line I already drew. And sometimes I hit it and sometimes I don't. And you can wipe it off if you didn't quite hit it, and then try again. I will have a little disclaimer. I am not an artist. I might be somewhat of a self-taught makeup artist, but I'm not an artist. In fact, I took an art class when I was little. I took art lessons, I should say that. And she used to reach over when I was doing my artwork and like correct it. So my things that I drew looked really nice, but it wasn't me, it was her. Anyway, I'm going to try to fix that again. And then once you have the line the way you like it, you go ahead and fill it in. Fill in between the line in your brow and fill in between the brows. however you want to do it. With short little strokes, like you're drawing on little hairs. Now, be careful when you get to this part, because a natural brow normally doesn't have as many hairs in the front. It just depends on the way your brow is shaped. Mine does. And remember also that your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. My right eyebrow is more roundy and my left eyebrow is more square. So I'm going to draw that. Just a little bit. I don't want it to be harsh looking. I just want it to look natural. And then I'm going to do it just a little bit above. See how long my eyebrow hairs are? They need a container. They need a line where they're not supposed to go. Now, close up you can see that that's drawn on, but from a distance, and you can already see that my right eyebrow looks better than my left one. And I'm going to comb it over again, which I'm going to do it again after I finish my makeup. Now, the next tip is if your eyebrow needs to be plucked, this is the time to do it. Once you have filled in what you want and you have your brow the way you like it, then if you see any little stray hairs, you can pull them out. Whereas before you drew the line, you may not have known exactly which hairs to pull out. I know that I've had that problem in the past. That's how my eyebrows came to be so overplucked. And I can't see what I'm doing. So, anyway, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to finish this eye first. And then I'll go do the other one off camera. I'm going to use the concealer. This is the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer, and it's the lightest shade. Oh, it's the light ivory. And then, now, I want to show you the Game Changer brush. This is the cream color brush. And I want to show you why. Because I'm going to be putting makeup on, like eyeshadow. So, I'm going to have to intersect with my eyebrow that I just finished at some point. So, I want to do that with something. And I was using another brush before I knew that this one existed. Just didn't get it. It just didn't keep that line straight. But if you hold it like this, and you try to follow that line around, and it'll, like once you have this flush up against your skin, you can just kind of do it like this, and it'll curve. It'll go around the curve. Look at that. Almost perfect. And then I'll fix it like up in the front. And then if you want to fine tune anything, you can. If you don't like it, if you're like, oh, that looks awful. Look at that. And you can really play with the shape of your brow with this thing. And then even go a little bit on the top. Try to cover up some of these hairs. They say don't pluck out the hairs on top of your brows. You don't need to if you can cover them up. And I think that is just about as good as I'm going to get. So in the next video, we'll go over one of the eyeshadow looks that Mary Kay offers.